Hi guys, so today I'm gonna be showing you all how cheats work in Valorant. I'm gonna be showing you guys everything in our cheat. This is our private slotted cheat from KLAVER.win. I'm gonna be showing you guys everything and giving you guys an insight of the cheat. If you guys would like to buy this product, you can head into our description or into our website. And yeah, um, you know, just to start off, many people have reached Radiant, as you can see in the screen, high ranks with our COLORBOT. And yeah, so if you're interested, keep watching the video, and right now I'll go into the range. Okay guys, so we are in the range now. Now I'm gonna show you guys, the most commonly asked feature to know, which is aimbot. I'm gonna start off with aimbot first. So as you can see, if I click the aimbot key I have assigned, it will lock on, as you can see right there. I'll just let it go. I'm not gonna move my mouse. As you can see, it smoothly tracks it. You can jump up and down, same thing. Now next right here we have the aimbot bones. Obviously you can choose
Yes.
between what you want. Personally always use head, but you can use neck, chest. It's personal preference. If you think you look more legit using other binds, you can use chest or whatever you feel like comfortable with. Now next you have your aimbot sense right here. This is your sense that you will set in the cheat for Valorant. Like for example, I'm using 0.4 in Valorant, so I'll just put 0.4 here. This is so the cheat works perfectly fine. Now here's the aimbot field of view. This is the FOV. This is the white circle that you've seen right here. So if I'm outside this white circle, it's not gonna lock on. As you can see, I'm pressing the aimbot key right now and it's not working. But if I'm inside right now and I click it, it locks on, right? Pretty simple math. If I click it, it's gonna go inside. Click it, inside. Click it, it's gonna go, right? Pretty simple. Now next right here we have horizontal and vertical smoothing. You can choose between making it super high if you're trying to play legit. So I just set it to 12, and as you guys can see, it's moving super slow. This is perfect for people that wanna play in high elo, people that care about their main accounts, obviously. If you're playing on stream or you're posting clips, you want to use something like this, right? But personally, since I don't ever get banned, I just use whatever smoothing I feel like using. um you know but even using too low of a smoothing can be uncomfortable sometimes, so I just stick between like 2 smoothing. So yeah, that's what I use. So let me just set it to like 1.9. That's good. Now next right here we have tracking colors. You can choose between purple, yellow, and red. So for example, if I set it to purple, it's only gonna lock 2 purple bots. But same thing if I go here and I put it into yellow, for example, and I go back here and I put a yellow into the cheat, as you can see, it's gonna lock on, right? Same thing. Just gonna put it there, and same thing with red. But I personally prefer, using purple all the time. This is just a personal preference. It depends also on the map. If you're playing with a lot of purple characters, you can switch. But yeah, now next right here we have trigger bot. You can disable or enable, obviously. Here we have the keyline, same thing as the trigger bot. I'm using left alt, but if you decide to switch, you just click and you just put your desired key. So for example, let's say I want to use T, I just click it right there, but I'm gonna use left alt as my preferred key. Now right here you have the trigger bot field of view, is this little green circle that you see right here. You can make it bigger or you can make it smaller, right? I personally keep this in 1.0. This is the best for me. And here you have your trigger bot MS delay, right? It depends. If you don't care about looking legit, you can put it on 30. If you're gonna stream or anything, I recommend to put it up to like 150, 140. But honestly, I don't really care, and I just keep it on 30, right? Now next, I'm gonna show you guys how the trigger bot works. So if I go over the head of the player, it will shoot right there, as you can see. once it detects the color purple. So this is perfect if you're using, like, I don't know, Guardian, like Operative, obviously, Sheriff, all these guns at one tap. Yeah, and for the next feature, guys, right here we have a recoil control right here. I'm gonna show you guys first how it works with it off, obviously, so you can see in real time. So now I'm gonna shoot. I'm just gonna let my mouse go and do what the gun has to do, right? As you guys can see, terrible. It just goes up. You can't control it. Even if you have aimbot, you need a recoil control, right? So now I'm gonna turn it all the way up. You guys can see right here, and I'm just gonna press my mouse down. As you can see, it's straightforward right here. I'm gonna do it again. As you can see, stays in the middle. You don't have to really do anything. I'm doing this value for the Stinger, but you can do less. For example, if you're using the Phantom or any other gun that doesn't have as much recoil, of course. So yeah, next right here we have the aimbot show FOV and the triggerbot show FOV. This is pretty self-explanatory, but it's what you have right here in the middle, right? It will show whatever is gonna shoot with the triggerbot, or is gonna lock with the aimbot, of course. I personally always keep these on, but for example, if you're streaming or if you want to get clips, you can simply turn this off, and as you can see, it looks completely fine and it keeps working. Now, that's it for the, cheat showcase. Now I'm gonna go over for, most of the questions that people have regarding our cheat. And the first question, the most common, is how do we know it's undetected, right? So first of all, we've launched over months ago and we haven't been detected once. This is due to the engineer that we do in our cheat. This cheat does not read the memory of the game. It doesn't go through the files at all. That's how Vanguard detects 99% of the cheats, and this is why I can assure you that I am not gonna get banned, right? This is how multiple people have reached Radiant and Immortal many times with our cheat. So it's pretty simple, it just reads what it's in the screen, right? It doesn't actually go through the game files. This is why it uses the colors. So it will just see that I have purple, for example, in front of my screen, and once I press a button, it will lock on, right? This is a pretty, dummy down, explanation, but it goes more in depth. We're not touching any game files, and we don't have any driver correlated to our cheat, right? That's how like 99% of cheats get detected. Again, we don't touch anything in the game. That's how we're stay undetected, right? Now, next question is, can I use it on your main account? Yes, you can. Right now my main account is banned for like 30 days because I was being toxic, but in the next video I will come back with my main rating account and do a video over again. But yes, you can use it on your main account. I can guarantee you that you won't get banned, as long as you of course play legit and you don't play to get reported, obviously. And yeah, these are the two most common asked questions. I mean, you guys can always join to our Discord and ask any questions that you have in mind, and you will be answered, of course, with complete honesty. But yeah, this is how cheats work. A little insight of a cheat seller, of how everything works. I just showed you guys everything, answer a couple of questions. So yeah, again, if you guys would like to buy, you guys can head into our website or our Discord, and you will find our shop there. It's pretty simple to use. And yeah, see you guys in the next video.